took from him.
That's crazy.
But I got a clip here of Fat Boy testifying. Let me I'm going to fast forward it to the point where he talks about the actual shooting, which is at the 36-minute point. So let me get to the 36
minutes. He was up there singing.
Oh man, I think his whole testimony was a couple hours.
Whitney Houston, man, yeah.
Because I haven't even had a chance to watch this cross examination, and I'm assuming each lawyer for the three defendants is going to cross examine this guy. This is just the prosecution on direct examination. Okay, so here, let me back up to about 35 minutes and we'll say 45 seconds. Here we go.
They being Travon Newsome and Michael Boatwright are on the same side of the driver's side of the victim's car. What happens next?
Michael Boatwright pushes Trey lights and go on the other side of the car.
Does Travon Newsome go on the other side?
Yes.
And what happens next?
He reaches inside the car and grabs. Travon Newsome reaches inside the bag. Inside the car and grabs the bag.
What bag?
Triple X's bag.
Okay, do you remember what kind of bag it was?
Yes.
Tell us.
The Louis Vuitton bag.
What does Travon Newsome do after he grabs the bag?
As he's grabbing the bag, shots are fired.
Judge, I'm going to ask him to speak into the microphone.
As he's grabbing the bag, shots are fired.
Who shoots the shots that are fired?
Michael Boatwright.
And who does he shoot?
Triple X.
Where does he shoot him from? What side of the car?
Driver.
So if Triple X is in the driver's seat and Michael Boatwright is in the driver's side, the shots are coming onto Triple X's left side or right side? Which side?
Left side.
Okay. And what happens, how many times do you recall that Michael Boatwright shoots Triple X?
Maybe like 2 or 3 times.
What does Triple X do as a result of that?
Shit, died.
What does Michael Boatwright do next?
Exactly.
Runs to get back in the car.
Okay, so at that point they get back in the car and they leave. They took a bag of money from the dude.
50 racks.
50 racks.
Plus jury or whatever else they got.
Yeah. So there's this whole testimony. There's some interesting things that occurred. One of the things I found interesting is in the beginning of his testimony, he testified about they needed to go get masks. So they actually go to a store to buy masks. Mm-hmm. They actually spent money. They bought masks so they can go rob somebody. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, hey, if y'all is gangsters and thieves, why don't you just take the masks wherever you at? But I just thought that was weird that they actually went and bought masks. And then there was a part where they talked about we didn't want to be on camera, so we went across the street. And he said he didn't know, but the cameras that are on that street shot across the street too.
No doubt.
So how smart were these dudes?
They were very low IQ gangsters. Gangsters, nevertheless. They should have knew that Fat Boy was, a.k.a. Robert. Is it Robert Allen?
Robert Allen.
Robert Allen was the weak link. I wouldn't have had him with me at all. Not to mention, this is how they doing. They sent him into the store to identify that it was Triple X. So you went in the store already.
Yeah.
Bro, you already on camera. Even if y'all wouldn't have got caught, they was gonna find you. You already on camera. You didn't want to get out the car and do no gangster shit because you said, bro, I already went in the store. I'm on camera. So they like, okay, let you stay in the car. But you really didn't want to do no gangster shit anyway. Detrick was the driver. He was the most gangster out of all of them. Yeah, he was kind of orchestrating some of them shit.
I was about to say he quarterbacked the whole thing.
Yeah, he quarterbacked the whole thing. He should have seen this with the weak link. You know what I mean? Shouldn't have had this dude in the car with you. I'm speaking on some gangster shit, just from the gangster perspective.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have had him in the car.
Robert Allen you talking about.
Robert Allen. He shouldn't have had him with y'all, period. Could have been a 3-man operation that did this. Y'all drug a dude in here, man, that didn't want to be here, y'all already knew from, even what I'm seeing from him right now, homie, he wasn't all the way with he might be down sometime to do little shit, but this kind of operation, you shouldn't have had him with you. That's for one. My biggest problem with this is, I'm going to tell you my biggest problem with this. Triple X never displayed a firearm. The guy that was with him, Kerr, didn't never display a firearm. Kerr escaped out of there with his life by running at a certain time. Bam. Why y'all kill him? Bro, you could have just ran off with everything he got. And a dude like this probably wouldn't even reported it. Probably would have took the L on the chin. Or if he would have reported, bro, you got armed robbery at the most, 3 to 7. You feel me? Why you shoot him when you didn't have to? He never displayed nothing, no threat. Why you kill him? And to be honest with you, I know this sounds fucking crazy as anybody in the world. If a man don't display something that's gonna harm you in a getting money gangster situation, bro, you don't harm no victims. You don't harm no victims, Alex, in a robbery if you don't need to. You don't hurt nobody in the bank if you don't have to. You don't do that, bro. You know what I mean? You get what you came to get. Y'all was looking for money. Y'all got the money. You found the money. You got the diamonds off of him. Why kill him?
No doubt. And
I got a problem with that.
I would say most bank robbers get in and out the bank without shooting one bullet.
Shooting one bullet, bro. You know what I mean? And
they might wave it around and threaten people.
No doubt. You know what I mean? Which is a crime, and I'm not, condoning that. I'm just saying, bro, why did you shoot this dude?
See, what I don't understand if did Michael Boatwright shoot and kill XXX on his own, or was that part of the mission?
It wasn't part of the mission because they robbing XXX wasn't part of the mission. Don't forget, they went to the motorcycle store to get some other shit. They didn't know he was gonna be there. I listened to the whole little get down. They bumped into him there. They sent Fat Boy up in there, Robert Allen, to go make sure, hey, is that XXX? Only certain people got that kind of BMW. Had like an i8 or some kind of hell of a BMW. Bro, is that XXX? Got the blue hair or the hair color, hold on, bro, is that hey, Fat Boy, go in there and see if that's XXX.
Yeah.
Fat Boy went in there.
Fat Boy.
And he's identified, hey, that's XXX.
Yeah.
They made the plan. Alex, if I go back and really look at the situation, I think they went into that motorsports spot to get some other kind of either face covering. They went in there for something else. They didn't go to rob dude. They stumbled across this robber.
But didn't they drive up next to him, and then that's when Detrick Williams, the driver, said, "Oh, that's XXX right there," and they was like, "How you know?" And he pulled out a picture on Instagram and said, "Look, that's him."
They identified him when they pulled up to the spot to do whatever they was going to do. They bumped into him there. And that's when he said, "Man, is that XXX?" Fat Boy, go in there and make sure that's XXX. Fat Boy came back out and said, "That's XXX, bro." They said, "We finna get him." They pulled out the store, went across the street. They said, "We gonna act like we gonna get away from the camera." They knew it was a camera.
Yeah.
Fat Boy said, "I ain't jumping out the car because the camera got me in the store." They said, "Okay, you ain't got to get out." Boom. We gonna go across the street and make it seem like we left. This particular place that they were at had a entrance. They had 2 entrances, 1 exit. So all they had to do was block off the exit. They made that plan right then and there. Matter of fact, Fat Boy testified to that. They said, well, when you went in the store to identify XXX, as you was told, what was the plan? He said it wasn't a plan. You know what I mean? I just was told to go make sure see if that was him. Once I came back and identified that was him, that's when the plan was made. So at the end of the day, they stumbled across this robbery. Alex, there wasn't no setup. It wasn't no intention to kill him. It wasn't nothing. Y'all got easy bread with no resistance, and you killed the man. That's foul.
Now, do you think that the shooter, who Michael Boatwright, is Detrick Williams, Fat Boy Robert Allen, and Travon Newsome just as responsible for that shooting if Michael Boatwright did that shooting on his own?
Yeah, you accessory to murder. You know what I mean?
But let's say that wasn't the plan. They said we're just going to get his money and get out of there.
It's a consideration if you do what Fat Boy did. If you come cooperate and say, bro, that wasn't part of the plot. That wasn't part of the plan. You know what I mean? And you going and go turn state's evidence and do that. Only thing about you, Newsome, you got out the car with a heater. So, you was ready for whatever happened. You know what I mean? Fat Boy the only one that ain't getting. I'm trying to see what he gonna get on the back end for. He sung like a bird, bro.
Yeah, he did.
By rules, you wasn't supposed to say a motherfucking thing, homie. If you got in that car to go do some gangster shit, you supposed to took it on the chin like everybody else. If everybody in that car got 100 years, you supposed to got 100 years with them, cause that's what the fuck you jumped in that car to do. If you didn't want to be there, you should have jumped out and ran before they took off, or should have told them, "Let me out, bro. I ain't with this shit." I guarantee you they would have let you out. They probably beat you up, but they would have let you out. So my whole point is. And then You talking about robbing people and killing people is two certain things. I know people personally, close friends of mine, go do a robbery. It turned into something else. You know what I mean? On multiple occasions, close friends of mine. You know what I mean? So I don't condone robbers. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's not killing somebody. You know what I mean? You know, two different things. And when it turns into something bigger, yeah, Travon jumped out, Newsome jumped out, Boatwright jumped out. Y'all gonna get it. Detrick, we already know you was the brains, you was the G homie, you was the, you know what I mean, you know, the line pusher. Let's go press on Fat Boy. He gonna tell it all. Even the prosecution know he was
he wasn't built for this, huh?
They knew he wasn't built for it.
Okay, so here's my thing. Here in California, we used to have the felony murder rule, meaning if you out there just committing a felony, but then a murder happens that's not planned, but a murder happens as a result of the felony you committed, then you're a murderer too. Mm-hmm. But in recent years, they changed the law a little bit to where they're letting people out that were just sitting in the back seat and they weren't part of the murder. They might have been part of the felony, but they weren't part of the murder. So the felony murder rule is being modified in the state of California in the last couple of years.
No doubt. I'm waiting for the little homie to come home right now. He in the same situation. You know, only thing holding him up, I think he got called a cell phone before, so they kind of giving him a little slack on it, but had no idea what was going to happen. You know what I mean? And he was put in a situation. So I do know about this law. You know, the one who actually, we were supposed to be doing this and this happened. The dude who didn't have shit to do with it per se wasn't a gunman or shit like them dudes coming home, which that they should. You know what I mean? Because this is how real shit happens. I shouldn't be responsible for the intellect or the mind frame. This other dude just smoked some dope or did some this or snorted a line and wanted to do some crazy shit. I didn't sign up for that. I said we was gonna go beat these dudes up because they jumped me. I didn't say stab nobody. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I do believe that those dudes should be home. You know, and it's a lot of situations that actually happened, Alex.
A lot.
Yeah, homie, bro. That ain't what the plan was. You know what I mean? So. But in this situation, that's probably where Fat Boy getting his relief. Plus he didn't sign up for that. They said let's go rob some people. They end up turning it into a murder. You know, and the Fat Boy, hold on. Now, hey, dude, bro, we said we was gonna rob some dudes. I could do 5. You know,
but the photos of him after they robbed him, he's holding up all the money and smiling and looking like he was with it.
Nah, everybody in the car knew he wasn't. You know what I mean? But he was there. So he should have got his cut. But at the end of the day, bro, they got fucking $50,000 between 4 people and a fucking necklace and a watch or something like that. That ain't no fucking money to kill nobody, Alex. That's barely enough money to even get the time for the robbery. I mean, in my eyes. You know what I mean? $50,000, what you gonna get, 12.5? You know what I mean? You know.
Hey, they got more than what allegedly Jahseh and those guys did at the jewelry store in Tustin got. Didn't they get like what'd they say the jewelry was worth?
They didn't kill nobody.
They didn't kill anybody, yeah.
You know what I mean? Them dudes basically really got a robbery, bro.
Yeah.
They got an armed robbery. You know what I mean? They got an armed robbery.
But they got to split a certain amount of money. I don't know, was it 4 or 5? No, there was like 8, right?
Yeah, there was a bunch of them over. Yeah.
So there's really no money. And then here, you mentioned 4 people earlier. Like this is a 4 people operation. When you have, the more people you have doing something like this, the more likelihood it's going to go bad and someone's going to tell.
Well, this is the thing about it.
You got 2 people. 2 people can do this if they know what they're doing.
Why the fuck you gonna do some robberies with 4 motherfuckers? Because the average person you rob gonna have $200-$300 on, if that. You know what I mean? So, bro, we went out here to risk our lives, homie, for $800 at the end of the night or the end of the day, and we done robbed 4 people. That mentality right there is some bullshit. You know what I mean? You know, for 1. For 2, you know what I mean? Like I said, why am I gonna go? I can go by myself and rob some motherfuckers for $200-$300. You get what I'm saying? I can go alone. I'm not gonna tell them. I said I can go alone, unless they was finna rob. But what if they was gonna rob? Y'all didn't have a plan. Y'all just say go rob some people according to what Robert Allen testified to.
But they knew that this was XXX and he got some money.
Alex, they didn't go to rob XXX. They ran into XXX. If you go back and you check it out all the way,
yeah,
they bumped into him, bro.
But once they saw him, they said, "Let's get him."
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Let's get him. He must got some money on him.
And he did.
And
y'all got it. Why y'all shooting?
Now here's a part that I want to be a little critical of, and I'm not trying to victim bash, but when you're walking around with 50 racks and you probably got what 10,000 worth of jewelry on, There was a part where Fat Boy testified. The prosecutor asked him, did it look like Triple X thought he was in fear or in danger? And he said, no, he just looked like, everything was cool. That means that he wasn't on alert. Triple X got caught slipping, and not slipping in the way that you or I might get caught slipping, because we don't walk around with, 50, 100,000 in our pocket. But when you walking around with 100 racks, 50 racks or whatever he had on him, you got to be on alert.
Man, but this is the thing about it. I'm going to be honest with you, Alex. Even if you ain't alert, take my shit. I lost. Y'all won.